Hello, and welcome to the Birchview Bobcat News. I'm Brig.
And I'm Sonia. It's been another busy week at Birchview.
In kindergarten, students have been traveling around the world.
They've kept track of their journey with travel journals and passports.
Now they're back to share their experience with us at our school.
Let's take a look.
In kindergarten, we have been traveling around the world learning about different countries. Here are some pictures with our kids wearing Maasai necklaces from Kenya. Here are some students sharing about Antarctica.
Let's go on Antarctica. There is penguins. Antarctica is a really super cool place. Australia, there is no. There is Australia. There's kangaroos.
We had travel journals where we wrote different facts after we traveled to each country. We also color in our passport after we visit each country.
There is a huge beach at Brazil, and there's coconuts, there's popsicles, there's ice cream, and lots of people are there. You can see pyramids in Egypt. Thanks, Miss Cochran's class, for sharing your learning.
In other news, 5th grade has completed their field trip to Powder Ridge.
They took advantage of our snowy weather by building new outdoor skills.
In our next segment, they'll share their trip with our school.
Let's take a look.
Fifth graders went on a field trip to Powder Ridge. First, we took a long bus ride. Once we got there, we had to get our gear on, including boots, skis, and a helmet if you didn't have one. Then we took lessons. First, we put on one ski. Then we tried both skis.
Powder Ridge was a great experience, and I loved it, and I think it would be great for other people to try it too.
Then we went up the J-bar to take downhill lessons. If we passed, we went up the chairlift.
Well, it's really scary if you go slow because the chair will eventually hit you in the back of the head if you stand still. So you kind of gotta push yourself off. And then once you're on the hill, you gotta be careful not to go too fast, especially if the snow is not very grippy. Then, yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Carlson's class, for sharing your trip with us.
In other news, our I Love to Read month festivities have come to an end.
Ms. Robertson created some amazing experiences to make this month memorable.
We'll look back at some in our next segment.
Now it's time for this week's Trojan Pride Update.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. Benish with the Trojan Pride Update. Let's get right down to the math. So far, to date, we have given out 6,742 Trojan Pride slips. Keep it up. That number should be skyrocketing since we started the golden tickets. This Tuesday, we started the very first day of our golden tickets, where teachers hand them out to their students every Tuesday, and then you guys get to notice the 4 C's. I hope it went great. I hope you found out awesome examples of people showing the 4 C's and gave them one of those golden tickets, told them why they earned them, and then they said, thanks for noticing. Speaking of Trojan Pride, after I talked with some students and some teachers, and Mr. Fredrickson, of course, we have officially decided to have the next Trojan Pride movie to be on how to show Trojan Pride in the art room. So Mrs. Klotz, I'm talking to you. You and I are going to be meeting real soon to communicate what we think belongs in that video. She's going to tell me all the great things she sees and all the expectations that she wants to have when people are showing Trojan Pride in her art room. And she's going to tell me some of the actions and behaviors that don't show Trojan Pride in art. So then I can show you what it looks like and what it doesn't look like in our movies. So Mr. Warrens and I are going to be working hard. I'm going to be having meetings with Mrs. Klotz, and we're going to figure out what we need to film, how we need to film it, and which helpers I need. I need some actresses and actors to help me out in the movie. So maybe you'll be asked to be in the next Trojan Pride movie. That's all we have today for a quick version of the Trojan Pride update. I hope you guys have a great weekend, have fun out in the snow, and back to you, newscasters.
That's all for this week's Birchview Bobcat News.
Thanks for watching, and remember, make it a great day!